that awareness of range, I almost feel like there's a bubble between you and your opponent, and you're either compressing it or stretching it. It's just having that kind of awareness. Is that happening? And if it's compressing your closing range, that's more of an aggressive thing. And if it's stretching and getting bigger, that's more of an elusive feeling. And that you can kind of just start flavoring the fight by just what's happening to the space between my chest and theirs. Fighters, welcome back to another episode of Heat Trick Muay Thai Performance. That helps you kind of understand then when they hit you with something, did they compress that bubble between us when that happened? Or did they kind of back up and I almost ran into it? Or did they hit me with something else? That kind of understanding of the range really makes a big difference there. My original Muay Thai teacher, he was teaching me something that the Thais called stealing the step. So ordinarily, Muay Thai fighters kind of step from one foot to the other. We've got that kind of pacing going on. Occasionally there's like a two-footed springy bounce, but nowhere near as much as you'd see in Western boxing or something like that. But it's kind of just step, step, step from foot to foot. So what you'll find is with your opponent, you're either both stepping onto your front foot at the same time, so your heads kind of sway in towards each other. So you're kind of almost like doing this. This is getting a little bit more advanced, but this is the way I've figured this out. And I found once I figured this out and I started showing other people it made it work really well. So you're both putting your weight on the front foot at the same time. So you feel like your heads are getting together, coming close together. It's like the bubble between you gets squashed. That's what I call aggressive sway. So this is that aggressive style. So you can imagine if I'm aggressive, I'm coming forwards at you and I've got it. So we're both nodding together effectively. As I go to, so for example, throw my rear leg low kick, you're putting weight on your front leg. It's going to be really hard for you to block with that leg. So I'll often get, and everything, because we come in together, when I throw a shot, it's like a head-on car crash. You're adding power to it. That's aggressive sway. The opposite to that, I call elusive sway, is when we're kind of doing this. So not that. We're doing that. So they put their weight on their front foot. I put my weight on my back foot. So we've got that going on. So as soon as they drive off their rear foot to come forwards at me, I've got my weight on my front foot and I can step back. So as they step in, I can step back. I can step back dead easy. I call that elusive sway. So when I'm kind of thinking aggressive or elusive, I actually feel that timing in my footwork straight away. So if I'm trying to be aggressive, I'm trying to get it so I feel like our heads are nodding together and I'm like, game on. They're going to run into everything. They can't avoid what I'm throwing so easily. But if I'm being elusive and I'm thinking, right, I've got to buy myself some space here, I might do some footwork movement to get elusively right back out the way to buy me some space to react. And then I'll stand there. And then as they then come, if they're aggressive, they're coming forwards to find me. As soon as they shuffle forwards to take a step towards me, I'll put my weight on my back foot, even if I don't move away. And then as they rock, I rock. And then every time they step forwards, I've got my weight on my back foot and I've got this rhythm doing this now. And then whenever they come forwards, I'm just like, whoop, whoop, make you miss. And that's where I'm looking to be elusive and then come back and counter. So just think about what's happening with the sway. To start off with, it is, if you're not familiar with it, it becomes one of these real cognitive things that you're almost like looking at feet going, who's stepping on what here? It's kind of like, it will mess you up a bit. But if you can just relax about it a bit more and just feel like, so if I personally as well look at an opponent's chest. That's where I make my focal point rather than for peripheral vision. And I don't look at anything else. And I'm constantly kind of monitoring, like, what's happening with do our chests feel like we're squashing together as we're stepping? I'm like, oh, this is aggressive. So if they're being aggressive and that's being effective, I immediately go, whoa! Spider senses go, I've got the wrong sway going on here. And I'll do some little footwork movement and then get it so I'm rocking away as they come in. And now I know when they step in, I can step back and make a miss and then plant that back foot and spring in and hit them. And I've got that going on. And vice versa. If they're an elusive fighter and I'm like, come on, I want to come and fight you, stop running, I'll try and find that aggressive sway where we're nodding together, and that's when I'll attack. Otherwise, I'm going to use some footwork and move around until I feel that's going on. And I'm like, right, now I'm on and you're not going to be able to move away. So as a sort of coarse feeling, just, again, it's range. So even when even when you're using footwork statically on the spot, there's a momentary little range switch depending on how the sway is going. Just get a feel for that. Don't kind of be too over the top about trying to figure out what it is. You'll just eventually just feel, oh, aggressive. This is aggressive, or this feels more elusive. And it's just, I guarantee it will be how you're rocking together.
Thanks for listening. If you found this valuable, please like, subscribe, and share with someone else it could help too. Please give the podcast a review or comment below. We'd love to hear from you. As always, you can visit heatrick.com for more Muay Thai performance podcasts, videos, articles, and guides. Catch you next time.